Come up, come up. If you don't want me to be calling names, then volunteers should come. Yes. What you are taking. It doesn't have to be what everybody should take.
Yes.
What you as a person you are taking.
Yeah. So it's been a very good day listening to all presentations from the plenary session till now. And one thing I took from the few presentations here, one was the M-Healer and the mobile app. And I feel that much more need to be done, especially when it comes to the traditional healing and health area with respect to the dignity of human life that people who, let's say, families take them to these traditional healing and all kind of treatments are meted out to them. The second thing that I learned is with respect to distance education policy that KNUST-TEK is coming out. Fortunately, I was part of the last round of meetings at AH Hotel, which I contributed to. So I'm happy to say that whatever I contributed is coming on board and it's been shared. So I will be happy to also receive part of the reports that you say you want to share. So I will see you. Then the last one is with respect to the use of generative AI. Currently, 2 of my student groups are conducting research on that. One of them is on student awareness of generative AI and responsible use in the area of economics. I am a professor in economics. And then the other one is on generative AI and student engagement. These days, students' attention span is very little. And if you want to be the teacher-centered approach, you won't get students to learn. You have to get students to use their hands and their thoughts in doing things and reporting them. And I feel that the results of this research will be very good. So the few tidbits that the presenter gave is something I feel that everybody should take home. So that, yes, AI has come. We have to be part of it. Don't be behind. But then there must be a responsible use of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. To see AI in education is a must. But we have to do that responsibly. In fact, one of the presenters of yesterday and through today around digitalization was that he's using AI as we teach to look at the sub-teams and summarize and be able to do real-time examining questions, or let's say questionable exams, or whatever, however we want to do it. So in the long run, as a teacher, you'd see that as you teach, AI is being used to summarize your teaching themes and will be able to come up with questions relevant to what has been taught. So immediately there could be feedback you can take to improve your teaching activity, and there we go, a benefit, a huge benefit to the teacher, the learner, and the system itself. Can I have another person come to give us something learned? Great, great, great. Yeah, give her a clap. Thank you. Tell us.
Thank you. Please, my name is Elizabeth Boatema. From the emerging trend, I also learned that the efficacy of the tutor, that is the knowledge that the teacher possesses in terms of teaching, is very impactful and ensure the usage of the internet or technology, as shown by presentation by our chairman for this program, that when tutors engage students to use the internet, that is where students really use it. So it's very important. Then another one is also that teaching and learning, when it is student-centered, it enhances learning than when it is teacher-centered. From our presenter from Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. From the same emerging trends, there was something interesting. And it appeared as if our own V-class was at the background. Our own V-class. Students were not engaging with the V-class that we have. It's our own. We have developed it. And what I'm saying is that we have to make it user-friendly. Make it such a way that, students will be ready to use it, okay, just as they would want to use their WhatsApps. Security issues, they are there, but they can all, be dealt with. Let us be proactive and make sure that, yes, the KNUST V-class is, if nothing at all, being used by KNUST space in where we have our products. Thank you. Yes, any other input? All right. So all right, come up. I guess this will be the last. No, there's one more session that they are yet to come. If they don't come in good time, we'll leave them behind, even though we are not expected to leave anybody behind.
Thank you very much for the privilege. Well, one of the takeaways for me would be that e-learning, all our negative perceptions about it, we should drop it. It's the way to go. We have to embrace it. The important thing is we have to get all the issues around e-learning sorted out, the regulatory framework. The regulator has to get it right, and what stakeholders have to do, their duties, they just have to do them, get them right. Capacity, content, connectivity, we have to ensure that they are in place. And that I will take home. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, the last contributor? All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I was with the Innovative Pedagogy and Technology Integration session, and there was a need for us to look at effective information design as a way of enhancing e-learning. And we got to know that in most cases, in as much as we want to engage our learners electronically, they are discouraged because of the way we present the material. How simplified the material should be, how colorful it is, how apt it should be. Most of us take that for granted and rather overload them, so it makes it boring to actively partake.
Thank you. So we have to make our presentation as lovely and as lovingly as possible. Thank you for this session. I guess in all of this that we have talked about, the use of all the information in the information age, in the e-learning space, we have all been gathered here and we are all taking something small to go home. I would say that the Ghana, what do you call them? KNUST-TEK, right? Ghana Tertiary Education Commission would have to look at what we have said here deeply and be able to come up with policies that would help in that dynamic space. Oftentimes, we do all of this and we think that it's okay, business as usual. We have Edmond here. Edmond, this is not business as usual. We won't allow that to happen. If you are not careful, we will leave you behind. But we all have to go together. Thank you, and let's all clap for ourselves for happy engagement. Thank you.
Well, let's give a louder round of applause to Prof. I.K. Donchi for that wonderful and insightful session. He deserves another round of applause, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say good afternoon, and we're just about to dive straight into the final session. And I must say, the organizers of this year's e-learning conference hit a very good gem as our last speaker. Our very last speaker for our conference is was commissioned into the Ghana Armed Forces in August 1987 as a second lieutenant after 2 years of military training. The general has held many influential appointments in the Ghana Armed Forces, including commanding 2 units. He is currently the commandant of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center in Accra, Ghana. Before his current appointment, he was the Director General, Plan Research and Development, where he was responsible for the strategic planning of the Ghana Armed Forces, researching to enhance the future development of the Ghana Armed Forces, determination of the strategic disposition of the 3 arms of service. He has done all the relevant local and international courses in line with his rank. In particular, he undertook a UN Staff Officers course with the General Armed Forces Command and Staff College in 2009 in Hamburg, Germany. He holds a certificate in Strategic Defense Management from the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that's NATO, Germany. He also holds a certificate in Defense Resource Management from the Naval Postgraduate School in California. He's of the African Center of Strategic Studies in Washington, USA. The general has a wide and a varied peace. He served 4 duty tours with the UN Interim Forces in Lebanon, 2 duty tours with the United Nations mission in DR Congo, and a tour each with UN mission of the referendum of Western Sahara, and also UN mission in Sierra Leone. He also served with the ECOWAS forces in Sierra Leone in 1999-2000. By way of civil qualifications, the general holds several certificates, amongst which we are very proud of: a BSc in Mechanical Engineering from right here, KNUST. Let's hear it for him. He's from our wonderful university. He holds a master's degree in International Affairs and an executive master's degree in Business Administration, both from the University of Ghana. He also holds a postgraduate diploma in Contemporary Management from the Noble International Business School. In addition, he holds a Master's of Applied Business Research degree and a Doctor of Business Administration degree, both from Swiss Business School in Switzerland. Major also is a member of the Ghana Institute of Engineers for his excellent, unending, and outstanding support to the Ghana Institute for the growth and development of leadership. He was recognized and awarded by the Chartered Institute of Leadership and Governance in November 2023 for his great contribution to the growth of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. Without much ado, and with such a well-decorated CV, let's all give a round of applause for our next speaker, Major General Richard Adojani, the Commandant of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training. We are going to look at a video. Afterwards, he will begin his presentation.
In the vibrant heart of Ghana, West Africa, the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center emerges as a beacon of innovation and a regional center of excellence. Its core mandate, bestowed by the ECOWAS Commission, is to bolster capabilities for international actors on African peace and security, offering unparalleled training in the thematic areas of conflict management, peace and security studies, and peace support operations. Executive Master of Arts in Conflict, Peace and Security, Master of Arts Conflict, Peace and Security, Master of Arts Gender, Peace and Security, PhD in International Conflict Management and Research to foster peace and stability across the African continent. The quest to foster an environment of profound learning and development saw the introduction of e-learning in January 2013, enabling KAI-PTC to transcend traditional boundaries and embrace innovative methods for delivering its training courses. The Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, KAI-PTC, has embraced this digital transformation and has led in the production of digital learning services to meet the growing needs of Africa. Over the last decade, due to exponential technological growth, the world has witnessed a monumental shift in education, a shift towards digital learning. In line with this global transition and accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic, KAI-PTC started offering tailored digital learning courses ranging from peacekeeping and international conflict resolution, PICR, security sector reform, SSR, mental health and psychosocial support, MHPSS, human rights for field officers, HRFO, election management training, EMT, election observation training, EOT, disarmament, demobilization and reintegration, DDR, and foundational course in gender peace and security in English and French. From academic lectures to policy dialogues, the KAI-PTC digital learning platform facilitates a myriad of courses accessible to learners across the globe anytime. Enabling flexible learning experiences, learners can engage with the content at their own pace, fostering an environment conducive to individual growth and learning.
I have always been interested in face-to-face studies, but my experience with this e-learning has given me a different perspective. I was able to access this platform at the comfort of my home, even during break hours at the office, during my relaxed time, and I realized that what else could be better than acquiring knowledge at the comfort of your own self and home. It gave me the ability to be able to absorb and understand better than I did with my experiences with face-to-face learning processes.
Hello, I am Wing Commander Bernard Kofi Amamata, a member of the Ghana Armed Forces. I'm here to encourage you to use the e-learning platform. I just used it recently for the security sector reform course. The platform was very accessible, easy to navigate, and relevant to any course that you think of. So I'm encouraging all of you to log on to the platform and have access to all the available courses on the e-learning.
Behind this innovative approach lies a dedicated and passionate team committed to revolutionizing training and education. The digital learning team at KAI-PTC has been the driving force in this remarkable journey.
Our objective is to create an enriching digital catalog of courses that are relevant, inclusive, and accessible to everyone. We find great delight in doing this.
We strive to make learning at KAI-PTC a dynamic and immersive experience through our digital learning initiatives.
Now, let's hear from the visionary leader spearheading this transformation, the Commandant of KAI-PTC, Major General Richard Adojiane.
So my name is Major General Richard Adojiane, and I happen to be the Commandant of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, the KAI-PTC. We in the KAI-PTC envision a future where there are absolutely no boundaries to knowledge acquisition. Our digital learning initiative seeks to encapsulate and is in tandem exactly with this vision. The initiative fosters inclusivity, accessibility, innovation, cost effectiveness, and cost efficiency, and also acts as a catalyst for change and development. With a burgeoning youth population and their insatiable thirst for knowledge, the KAI-PTC is harnessing the potential of digital learning to empower these youth, who are the next generation of peacemakers and security leaders. And with our expanding e-courses portfolio and the immense contribution and support from our partners and donors, we are empowering learners globally to contribute to peace and security. And I must say, we in the KIPTC are proud and honored and privileged to be associated with the digital learning space.
So the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Rita Kusia-Dixon, the Commonwealth Secretary General for the Association of Commonwealth University, Professor Colin Robin, the Board Chair of the e-learning team at the KNUST, Professor I.K. Dontry, the Director of E-Learning Center, Professor Eric Apau-Adri, professors, members of the various faculties, students, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me thank the organizers of this conference for the honor done me by inviting me to be part of today's exciting program. For me, it is a privilege to be given opportunities to address you today at the 2024 E-Learning International Conference hosted by the esteemed Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST. As an alumnus of this great institution, it is with immense pride that I find myself within these walls, especially among brilliant minds gathered here and ready to join in the discussion on the future of digital education and its pivotal role in shaping our world. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the Vice Chancellor and the e-learning team for a wonderful work. I was given the opportunity and taking around your e-learning infrastructure this afternoon, and what I saw can only be described as very good. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. I am a very proud Mongol of this great university and of the great hall, the Republic Hall. I was here from 1991 to 1995. So it means that I spent 5 years for a 4-year course. And why did that happen? We decided to do a Aluta, and this university was closed down for a year. I don't want to see that happen to you. So for the students, concentrate on your studies. Having said that, now let's go to substance. The peace icon, Mr. Kofi Annan, and I quote, "Knowledge, information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society and family," unquote. Indeed, not to be outdone, the late Nelson Mandela also believed that, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," unquote. If this is true, then this conference represents a pivotal moment in our collective journey towards advancing digital education and shaping the future of learning across diverse disciplines. In this vein, I consider the team fostering excellence in e-learning across diverse disciplines, progress, challenges, and prospects to be both timely and essential as we navigate the rapidly evolving landscape of education. For me, do you hear? For me, leadership is all about trust. It is about the ability to harness all the strengths of every team member for the attainment of the objective. Leadership embraces divergent ideas and fosters team building, esprit de corps, and the channeling of different minds into a common goal and objective. Leadership is about responsibility, taking charge, leading with all the courage to accept change, and the ability to guide an organization to take advantage of emerging opportunities to maximize output for the benefit of all stakeholders. Leadership is about all sectors of the society, including the youth, to tell their own story and achieve positive aspirations. In today's technological advancement, a leader must be able to utilize all available opportunities, including the potentials of the internet, to strengthen employee capacities and skills. In this regard, and in the context of today's topic, e-learning responsive leadership is when leaders use their position and skills to actively work towards enhancing technological transformation of the organization by promoting the e-learning space through virtual interaction both at the workplace and outside. E-learning thus enables ideas and knowledge to be shared across vast distances at a rate that enables an organization to remain relevant in the face of seemingly unsurmountable situations. We are the KIPTC. That is what I set out to do when I assumed leadership, to find a way to reach the vast majority of interested parties to be afforded an opportunity to enrich their knowledge about how to make our world a more peaceful place. The quickest way to do this was by lashing onto technology and the avenues it provides for dissemination and receiving of information. I also needed to hone my employees' capacities and competences by putting to optimal use all the knowledge that can be acquired electronically in the interest of the center. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, KIPTC, was established by the Ministry of Defense to share Ghana's